let's get into this. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back again. I did not think I was going to be here. The universe, oh man, the universe just loves to test me, apparently. It's like, oh, I say we're going to be, let me just reposition this. We're going to be doing this tomorrow because, you know, after 2 weeks of, you know, it being on Fridays, why wouldn't I believe that the chapter would come out again, third time on a Friday? You know, I don't see what would be so hard to believe about that, but the universe said, "Hey, guess what? Your preparations and predictions wrong. They are wrong, good sir. Wrong." But we're here. We make do. We make do. So hello, everyone that's here now or going to be watching this live. Yes, we are on Thursday, shockingly, for One Piece. We are here today with chapter 1151. TCB Scans actually got their act together, finally. We'll be using them as the predominant site. It will be in the description below of this video. It will be, if anyone's listening live, it will be in the actual chat, which I'm going to post right now. There you go. So my predictions for this week, I was really, really gung-ho about last week being being mainly all about emu stuff, so that seemed about right. The week prior, I was thinking that we were going to finally get the answers to how to hurt the immortals, but that also did not pair out so well. So I'm thinking this week the biggest shock factor is more likely than not going to be that Luffy and company are making their way up, or at most are already there on top of the Sun Realm, and they're going to start doing their battle very, very soon. That's what I believe is probably going to be the main climactic thing for this chapter, because if anyone didn't know, we are on break next week. So as mentioned during the JoJo stream, which you can go check on the channel, got other content there. If you don't know, once we have this break week, we are going to do more Bug Ego. So for all my Bug Ego fans that are waiting, I know you're out there. We will get to Bug Ego next week. I'm gonna do my damnedest to make sure that we just plow through the entirety of Bug Ego. So we're gonna catch up to whatever's out currently. Yeah, if there's a chapter that comes out that very day that I do it, all right, now that will be nice, but I really doubt it. We're gonna catch up to Bug Ego. Then after that, once we're fully caught up to Bug Ego, the next break week we'll probably do something different, unless a Bug Ego chapter comes out. For Sunday, again, I'm debating on whether or not it's going to be a gaming stream or if it's going to be a reaction stream. I'm actually more leaning towards reaction, and so far today I have asked a couple people on their recommendations, and I have already a few, so don't be surprised if over the weekend there is a poll on the channel or on my Twitter account on what we would want to do for another reaction stream that isn't just JoJo's or One Piece or Bug Ego. It might be a new series for a lot of them, for a lot of the answers, but some interesting ones. All right. Let's transition over. Let's just skip the flatteries. We are here for One Piece. It came out early. Let's go. And again, no spoilers. I'm sure people have already had their content from the people on Twitter or whatever. Please, anyone who comes in the chat, just know no spoiling. Thank you. All right. Chapter 1151. That's enough. I got this. So obviously, we're continuing with the cover story of Yamato is traveling through Wano country. She delivered Yasue or his sword to the grave. So that mission's done, but now there's a little bit more. She has to go, I think, around Hakumai in Ringo, and I think that's pretty much it. And then her journey will be officially done, which I'm banking or hoping that she then decides to leave. What will become of Ulti page 1 if she gains any more followers? Like, I know some people were suggesting Jack the Drought. She'll find here wherever he is, if he's alive. Most likely he's alive. And then he's a part of our Grand Fleet or Alliance, which would be honestly kind of crazy considering everything that we had went through. So, we'll see about that. I'm not sold on that, but that would be crazy that Jack the Drought did everything that he did on Zoe. Oh, he's in the Grand Fleet now. Damn. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's see. Only Child Yamato, the Holy Inari Shrine, Pilgrimage, Volume 35, a sumo tournament in Hakumai, Yakuza, I almost want to say Sukuna. Hold on. Is that how you spell Sukuna again? It's been a second. JJK fans, give me a second. No, not Sukuna. It's Sukuni? Sukuni. I guess technically it would be spelled Sukuni, but close. Sukuni Urishima's big brother. Oh, this guy had a brother. Oh my god, these characters are worthless. So both Yamato and Luffy have disgraced the Urashima bloodline. Okay. Alright. Well, that's kind of neat. And, oh my god. Fuck. What's his name? Kawamatsu. Kawamatsu's there. Cool. Alright. So we got the first page now. So we have Oimon, I'm pretty sure. Please snap out of this, Captain. Elder Ja Rule is the world's oldest warrior. He's a living legend. What is with Dorian Broggy demonic transformation? We've always looked up to him. Yeah, you said Kashi. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Kashi. I always get those two mixed up. That's Kashi. Wait a minute. Why does this one giant have a long-ass neck? Is he like a hybrid between a long neck and a giant? That's an interesting combination we haven't really seen. I mean, if humans and a giant can get together and their kid is normal, and then you have Buccaneers, okay, all right. So this guy might be a giant long neck person. Then we have Brogy, but the elder we all idolize is just a broken man now. That's why it's up to us to put him out to pasture. And after that, so whatever Emu's ability is, whatever this is, this demonification is warping their mind. And I think that was stated in the ritual. We will reign as kings. Elbaf has no need for idols or gods. I mean, you say that, but then Emu's going to be like, so I'm the god of this land, so hey, where's my patron? Where's my offerings? Yeah. So let's not go too far. Let's not get crazy. It's time to call forth a new era of war by age ruled by the strong. How can you say all that? This isn't like you two. What the hell happened to you all? You must stay back, Kashi. They flipped. They're not the same people anymore. They've become pitch black demons right down to their very core. No way. And then, the long neck dude. No, he's getting sucked in too. I think Emu did say, like, there's like a proximity thing last chapter where by just being near them, they're getting sucked into whatever portal nonsense this is. Is that a chessboard? No, there's no Cypher Pole here, are there? Because that's what that's immediately reminds me of. Remember back in Wano Country, these fucking Cypher Pole agents, for like so many chapters, they just kept playing like this chest shogi kind of thing, where they kept saying, oh, the sway of the battle has changed. The numbers on one side has now gone to X, Y, like whatever the hell it was. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Yeah, they were just playing chess. Hold on, let me get the manga panel, though. Yes. They just kept doing this for chapters on end, and it just took up so much time. It was so annoying. Yeah, they were just fucking playing these checker chess thing, whatever, and like being, who will win this conflict, I wonder. I don't know, why don't you do something about it? And then they did, and then it wasn't that cool. That's what that reminds me of. Is Emu actually playing chess right now? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. Like, the imagery obviously is supposed to invoke the enemy pieces are becoming their own pieces. Damn it. I'm stuck. Oh, wow. So once you're in that circle, you just cannot move of your own volition. Interesting. No, wait, stop. I don't want to flip. And then flip. I'm feeling amazing right now. Damn, this guy is looking terrifying. Because again, he's like maybe a hybrid of a long neck individual with a giant. So now he's even taller. His neck, I think, is elongated. Now he almost has like these Oni tusk protrusions out of his mouth. His name is called Tall Man? Really? Oh my god, Oda. Tall Man, you ... Everyone, fall back. We're in a bad position here. It seems the enemy took down Gyaban as well. Yeah, that's a big deal. Big deal. So the horde is almost like a zombification. You get too close, and then all of a sudden you join the fucking mass. No way, that's just impossible. And then, oh, Ripley's there. Oh no, she's hearing about her boo. Wait for me, Colin. Yasan was, Mama's coming to save you. Branch number 8. They're devils now. The giant warrior pirates have all been completely turned into demons. And then the kids, even though they're knocked out from the Conqueror's Hockey, they're envisioning what they're saying, specifically a demon. And then what Quilgam opened up, which I never recognized until I went back later, but from what he said, he actually spawns his nightmare entities by an actual portal that connects to everyone's like imaginative dream or nightmares on the entire island, but they spawn through this specific hole, which is very different. Nightmare Fissure, so that's what they're going to call that. And then literally just pure black entity devil creatures. They just look like, oh, those typical silhouettes, but now it's real. And then, who are you? Is there another Holy Knight here? Is there another person? Who the fuck are you? That's not Summers. That's not Shamrock. Doesn't look like Quilgam. And obviously it's not Gunko right now. Is there another god? Did another God Knight sneak in? Since when? They have the bubble, but they have a horn. Rise up. Death means nothing to you. Rise up. Death means nothing to you. And they just make a horn. Is that... Oh, wait a minute. Because I forget. He is a Zoan, I imagine. He is a Zoan. Is that his normal form? Did he why did he Why did he de-transform? If that is him. If that's Quilgam, why is he in his human form? Okay. And why does he have a horn? Does he need to make a horn to get them back up? Wow. That's right. All of you, wake up. Elbaf's nightmares will never... Okay, so it is Quilgam. I mean, from the rhetoric that he's saying, that makes it Quilgam. But hold on a second. He looks like, at least from like this small image right here, he looks like Ethan Von Juro, whatever the hell his full name is. I always forget what it's called. He looks like Ethan from the Gorosei. So wait a minute, was his form before, that wasn't his hybrid form. That was his full form? That was his full form? So he didn't power down. He's now in his hybrid form, which in theory is the most strongest form, in theory. What? What? He's a Oda. I don't. I will say Oda's been getting into this trend of making a lot of Zoans like centaurs. I don't really like it. I don't really like the hybrid forms becoming centaurs. I felt the last couple of Zoans that he's revealed outside of Kaido, the last couple of Zoans have felt meh with their hybrid forms. Yeah, he just looks like Ethan. He just looks like Ethan. So any horse-like devil fruit Zoan type, all their hybrid forms are just going to be centaurs. Same thing with Jack. So horses, elephants, but Dalton had an actual hybrid form. He had like a bipedal hybrid form. I guess it's up to your imagination because that also has been something that Oda has been changing up a lot for the Zoans, where it almost feels like any Zoan can kind of make their hybrid form whatever. But I felt like outside of Ethan's and a couple others, I felt the hybrid forms have been kind of lacking the last couple of reveals. But okay, so he looks like Ethan. I'm surprised that's his hybrid form. So then his full form, I imagine, again, unless we're doing a Chopper scenario, and again, where we're talking about in Wano Country and in Oda's SBS, like, he's really giving the Zoans what really feels like so much leverage to have many different forms, which I feel like all of a sudden now is a new rule. But so that's his full form. But he's bipedal, though. Again, unless he has more than one form. Like, this is a form best suited for, I don't know, like, manifesting dreams. But now that he's in this centaur form, now he has his trident, his trusty trident thing. He's like ready to go for fighting. Hold on, let me turn on my light. It's getting a little dark. That should do, I think. Yeah. So now maybe this is a more combat proficient form. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to stick to that until the chapter says otherwise. So let me see. So he's leading his nightmare goons back up. And there's his face. Oh, okay. Things are really heating up. Now, hold back now. No, I'm sorry. No holding back now. There's a certain someone who's shown up. The rampage to your heart's content. My dream demons. Elbaf is your doing. You brought these monsters into the world. Saint Quilgam, mythical dragon fruit, mono Quilgam, hybrid. So this is his hybrid form. So, okay, well, that answers a lot of questions. Number one. So, number one, this is his hybrid form. This is his official hybrid form. Again, until any other translation comes out and says otherwise, this is his hybrid form. So what the fuck was this? What the heck was this form then? Is that supposed to be his full form? Like, hold on, let me get like a good image. I guess this is fine. But like, what was this? Please, zoom. Not the best quality, but whatever. So, is this supposed to be his full form? He's so goofy here. I'm shocked that's his full form, if that is. But then, this is outright says this is his hybrid form. I mean, but like hold on. If you just go to like Zoan's full form, every other Zoan's full form, if you just look them up, like right here, Ulti, this is her full form. Yeah, she has some like human specks left in there, but it's very dino-like. If you go to page 1 or X Drake, again, some human characteristics, but it's very dino. It's very animalistic. Same thing with Jack. It's very mammoth. Same thing with like fucking Kaido. Kaido, when he's in his full form, let me see. Can I have it? Can I have? Yeah. When he's in his full form, it's very creature aesthetic wise. Same thing with Dalton, the first Zoan, by the way. People always forget this. Dalton was the first Zoan creature that we got. Then it was Chopper. But this is clearly his hybrid form, and it's bipedal. You know, outside of the Centaur stuff, you know, at the end of the day, Oda's always made it very clear when people are in their hybrid forms versus when they're in their full forms. He's always made it distinctly clear for the most part. Like, it's all weird. But, yeah. At the end of the day, fucking King. At the end of the day, even though some of the hybrid forms look ass, they really do. I'm sorry, King the Wildfire, yours fucking sucks. They are distinctly different. Even some people like Rob Lucci, who we only saw his full form once. Same thing with Kaku. Their full forms versus their hybrid forms are very, very distinct. So what is this? What is this form? Because he has hands, he has legs. You know what it is? I'm not going to lie. And Oda is guilty of this, mainly with page 1. I'm not going to lie. I think, genuinely speaking, I think he changed his design. Because I remember for page 1, it was mainly for his full form. But because new stuff came out for the Spinosaurus at that time, which there's always something coming out for the fossils, Oda decided to change the aesthetic design of his full form. We never did see his... Actually, no, we did see his hybrid form again. I think he did change his hybrid form, too. Let me see. Because it didn't used to have this tail-like feature where it had the rudder. But then Oda changed it because it used to look like this. Page 1 hybrid form. I think we do see it. Yeah, so they did. Or at least the anime showed it. So here, again, the spiny tail of the Spinosaurus. But then here, later on, we do see it changed. It's minor, but it's changed. So I'm not going to lie. I think for whatever reason, I think Oda just straight up changed his hybrid form. I think Oda made it. Maybe he didn't like it. Maybe for Oda, he thought it was too goofy. Maybe his editors were like, hey, Oda-sensei, the test group are coming back. They don't really like Quilgam's hybrid form. I didn't really care, but it was fine. I didn't hate it. But maybe some people were like, yeah, so... about his hybrid form, you're going to have to change it. Hydrate. That's what I'm thinking. I think Oda just said, I'm just going to change it. Because he's done that before. He has straight up done that before. But now, technically, this would be like the second time around. I think that's my theory. Because, again, if you look, again, at the past examples, if you go back through history, just even like using page 1 as an example, or page 1 in Ulti, their full forms are distinctly different from their hybrid forms. It is distinctly different. This fucker is bipedal here. Yeah, he's got the weird head thing and the tail and the cloth. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is weird. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. Does he have the cloth here? He does. He still does have the cloth. And he's riding on these cloud things. Like like every other fucking dragon Oda gives. So that was the main thing, I guess, I'm taking away from this. That I think Oda just said, you know what? I'm changing his form. I'm changing his design. On top of all that, I did not think this is what his face would look like if we ever did see his face. He's got shark teeth, like he's Kisame Hoshigaki. This guy has been giving off all these cuddly, uwu kind of vibes. Obviously, he's a celestial dragon, so that can only go so far. It can only go so far, but nonetheless, he's been giving off this like, oh, I'm just a silly little guy kind of vibes. This is what he looks like? He's got shark teeth? Black of hair? Maybe? I don't know, because, Toei Animation might give him, like, rainbow. No, I did not think that at all. This is his first appearance. Goofy, doing all kinds of, oh, whoa, I'm going to make dream stuff, to now, hey, I'm going to fucking skewer you. You know what? He looks like Dillinger. Speaking of shark motif. But no, that wouldn't make sense. He's a saint. I was gonna say, is he half fishman? No, that wouldn't make sense. They hate fishmen. And especially if we believe what we found out last 2 chapters about the saint title. The saint title, again, derailing this, I'm so sorry. The saint titles have always been on what has been believed to be pure-blooded celestial dragons. Right here. Perfect. I always love using this image. Right here. You have Saint Mosgard, Saint Charlos, Saint Homing Don Quixote, Saint Figureland, but Shamrock and Gunko don't have it. We're getting more stuff about Gunko on why most likely, even though she's a celestial dragon now and a holy knight, they don't have it because they're from the lower realm. The theory with Shamrock, at least I believe, he's probably half Muggle, aka his mother was from the lower realm, therefore he cannot get the saint title like his father has. But if that is true, then he can't be a fishman because he literally right here has the Saint Quilgam title. So if we believe the theory, he should not be a mixed blood. He shouldn't be a mixed blood. But if he is, then this entire theory is just thrown out the window. I have no idea. I'm going to be 100% honest then. I have no idea, and I don't even know if Oda knows what the Saint title means. Maybe he'll reveal it later, but right now, if it turns out he's a hybrid of a fishman and like a world noble, I don't really know what the Saint title could mean. It could mean anything. It could mean, may the force be with you, or, live long and prosper. Like, it's just a fucking saying at that point. Who knows? Who knows what the Saint title could mean? But, yeah, okay, this is not what I thought he would look like. Not at all. And again, I think Oda just said, you know what? I'm just going to change his design. I'm going to change his hybrid form, because for whatever X, Y, and Z reason. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So now, finally, back to the chapter. I do apologize. Is it me, or are there even more of them now? Things have really spiraled out of control. Thanks, Jinbei. Thanks for helping out. Master Dory, Master Broggy. Yo, Usopp, this is your time to shine. I said this. Yo, Usopp can get his shine this arc, but it might just simply be him stopping his masters. Usopp, tell me you're going to lock in. Tell me you're going to lock in. I pray he is. This is your homeland. What are you doing? You have to open your eyes. How can you bear to tear everything that you've held to pride apart? And of course, he's just lost. He's just lost in his own power. Usopp crying. Damn it, we couldn't save our children. No wonder Saul failed to stop them. Damn, like they're trying to say Saul could have done something. Like Saul could have done something. The kids are guarded by monsters and invisible thorns. And yeah, half of you just got knocked the hell out. Bent Yilva, so the mom that's as one of the nightmares, as if I could pass out now. Oh, the mom gets back up. The mom has spirit. She's like, I'm here. I'm here for my children. I swear I'm coming to save you. Just you wait. My lord. Ooh, Summer. He's back. He's back to doing stuff. My lord, how far are we to take this? The board is already covered in our colors. Are they literally okay? I said this when we started the chapter. The board is covered. Is this a literal board they're playing? Or is this a metaphorical board? Because again, Cypher Pole, Wano Country, we're literally just playing checkers for the longest time. Is Emu playing checkers right now? Either way, the board is covered in our colors. So we have nightmares, we have giant demons, we have Summer back up, we have Quillingam in his attack form, that's why I'm assuming, and also Oda maybe changed his design. Emu's here. Yeah. Okay, so things are dire. For all you people that said Elbaf wasn't exciting, how about now? How about now? Because things have now kicked up to an 11. So, Emu. There's some dialogue. I don't know who's saying this. These nightmares are made out of pure malice. If we let them rage, they will eventually destroy themselves. Really? Press on until everything shatters. Until what shatters, my lord? The very spirit of Elbaf. Oh my god, you are so Disney evil. We will break them. Once we break them, then they will have our mercy to die. Or in this case, serve. To serve. We will break their spirits till they never resist again. Good lord, Disney evil over here. Break and shatter the spirit of Elbaf. Had Harold not blunder. Okay, so if Harold did not blunder in that critical hour, whatever hour that is, this nation would have long been beneath my rightful domain. That's kind of scary now, seeing that he can corrupt giants like this. So imagine however many years ago, if whatever happened with King Harold, they say he made a critical error. I'm imagining it's simply Loki convinced him not to do something. That's what I'm thinking. But nonetheless, so once again, they keep saying it. Harold was a rat. He was a rata. He was going to flip Elbaf for Emu. That's a damn near confirmation as is. We keep getting it. There it is. Emu. If Harold had not blundered in that critical hour, this nation would have long been beneath my rightful domain. He would have had giants long ago. Caesar Clown would have not needed to make the giantification on those kids. He would have, the world government would have just had them. They just would have had them. A few minutes earlier, the realm of the dead. Oh, that's probably. We kept saying this. Yasan and Chopper are going to fall down and then go meet Luffy. So that's probably them, most likely. I jumped without thinking. Yeah, Chopper, if only you knew Skywalk. Hey, Oda, you know what would be cool if you gave the Straw Hats fucking Roku Shiki skills? Yeah, Oh. Hockey? Devil Fruits? Whatever the fuck we're gonna get now? Fuck it. Roku Shiki. Give me Roku Shiki. Imagine Chopper skywalking, because I can. I jumped without thinking. Wait, I need to stay calm. I can do this. I just can't let him die. So Chopper. Okay. No. Stop. Oda. It's one thing to tolerate it with Luffy and doing shenanigans like this. It's another thing when Chopper does this. What are you talking about? Since when can Chopper pull a Gear 5 and just run on the very air itself to speed up? Since when? I'm saying giving him Skywalk. I'm not saying giving him Toon Force. Hang on a second. What the hell? He's doing a Gear 5 run. Like, unironically. Let me get the GIF. Dude. Are we Come on. It's 1-to-1. It's 1-to-1. Stop. Oda. Come on. It's 1-to-1. What do you mean Chopper can just roll on the air? Since when did he become Nika? It's already intolerable as it is with Nika's shenanigans. Now the crew can just do this. Since when? Like, he gives a passive buff to everyone. Everyone gets Toon Force if you stay around long enough with Luffy. Please stop. I hope not. I sincerely hope not. Okay, so outside of that weirdness, Chopper just somehow rolling on the air. So he's falling with him. Guard point, obviously. Yeah, guard point was going to be used. Guard point, transition. If you want to hear about it, get on your knees, Harujin. You killed my father, Loki. He was my dad too. And look what you did. You did that to our own parent. Shut up, Harujin. He did say, Loki, after everything, he did say, do you really think even someone like me could kill my own father? Oh, maybe. Maybe he's right. And seeing how they keep coming back to Harold effed up, I'm starting to think he didn't. Stop, Harujin. Hey, did Chopper just fall down? Huh? I heard a noise too. Did you see him? Nah. I mean, don't you guys have hockey? Sensing, please? You're right. Something definitely just fell down. So Loki concurs. It's just past that ridge over there. So everyone's snacking. We see Luffy, finally. I'm sure people are like, Luffy, he's back. Yay. Wait, how did I know it was Chopper? Someone's with him, but they're hurt. Wait, what? How did I know it was What are you talking? Luffy, what the fuck? Okay. I'm sure Oda's trying to make this into something. I don't know what. Luffy, you have hockey. What do you mean you don't know? How do I know it's Chopper? Oda, are you like taking a couple steps back with like observation hockey? Like, what? What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened here? Hold on. I'm getting more. I'm getting more gifts because I have to prove my point. What happened to observation hockey? I really feel like Oda just said, hey, so like, what if I just rewrote observation hockey? Like, where's the gift? No. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No? Okay. Well, fuck it. Whatever. Whatever. But, like, remember in Fishman Island how, like, Caribou was just sneaking around in the, like, you know, the Ryugu Palace? And, like, Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy all at the same time were like, the hell was that? What the fuck? Huh? 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 They, like, actually, you know, locked in for, like, 2 seconds. And then, like, Zoro could use observation hockey to find, like, Pika. Do we not remember that? Where is it? Google, you just fail me at searching stuff. But yeah, so when Luffy says, "Wait, how did I know it was Chopper?" I'm hoping that's a translation error. I really am because that's pissing me off. I've been really, really angry at Oda for the last couple arcs misusing observation haki. Observation haki has just been like put through the ringer. It is clearly not one of Oda's favorites to use because I think one, it's kind of hard to depict in the manga, but then again, most of his stuff is now. Most of it is to like honestly to be real with how he's showing off certain hockeys because they also are in line with other hockeys. But then on top of that, I think he just doesn't like using observation haki to its fullest, mainly because he has story beats he wants to get to and or he wants conflicts like, oh, they just lost Vegapunk. They don't have any clue where he was in his own factory, even though Luffy at this point should be well enough to sense the area. Or Sanji, who everyone keeps saying he's a observation haki savant, but they couldn't find Vegapunk. But again, in Fishman Island, the entire palace, wherever they were, oh, Caribou, huh? Yeah, let's go over there. Like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, his hockey stuff is so inconsistent. I get that because he does it intentionally, but it's really aggravating. Like, what do you mean you don't know it's Chopper? Again, unless he's gonna say this is some like Gear 5, because again, Chopper just pulled a Gear 5. This is voice of all things. But even then, it's like, hey, you have observation haki. You should know it's Chopper. Okay, let me stop ranting. Let me stop ranting. Sanji, something serious must have been happening if he fell all the way from the Sun Realm. Zoro, let's go find him right away then. So everyone's gearing up. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, more time passes. Hey, Gerd and Goldberg, is there anything you want us to fetch on the way? Like someone's head or jewels? There's something I want. No, Loki, we're not going to set you free. No need to be so serious, Gerd. Yo, Loki looks so fucking small there, but he shouldn't be. But that's Oda for you. Hey, Loki. Whoa, Mosa, I'm kind of busy at the moment. Oh, right, Mosa. It's been like forever. It has been forever. It has been forever since we see him. Nothing much. What's going on, VC? What's going on, VC? We're just reading One Piece. Welcome to the stream. The One Piece chapter for TCB Scan translation decided, you know what? Let's come out today and not tomorrow, where I was already prepared for tomorrow. So we're doing it live. We're doing it live. I'll be quick with you. I have my hands full right here. I just have one thing to say to you. Huh? Fine. Just keep your voice down, okay? Earlier, I didn't get the chance to tell you before. However, the truth is, it looks like I'm going to be able to use a transponder. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to use a transponder snail for a while. What? Did something happen? At first, I was just scared, but before I knew it, I found our conversations to be calming experience. I wouldn't have been able to trade them for anything. That's why I wanted to thank you again. Yo, old man Mosa, or whoever the heck this guy is about to die, apparently. I don't know. Or, like, he's giving the tone like he's gonna die. Whoa. What is this? Is something happening to you? You didn't... That nasty business cropped up again, did it? Okay, so there's clearly some kind of information that we're not aware of between Mosa and Loki. It's okay. Don't worry about me. Is that place ... What place? What place are you talking about, Loki? Thank you for everything you've done until now. Wait, hang on, Mosa. Just... So the signal goes dead. Beep, beep, beep. Damn it. What are you looking at? Well, it's just nice to know that you have somehow found a friend on the realm of the dead. Don't you dare tell anyone, okay? Gerd, you have to treat it. You have to treat them. It's Yasan. He has severe wounds right now. So this old timer's popular around here, eh? Good job saving him, Chopper. Wait, it's nothing special. praising me doesn't make me happy or anything. Ah, okay. So, something's going on with Mosa and Loki. Mosa is apparently somewhere very important. Is he in the heaven realm? Is he in the heaven realm, maybe? Whoa, this old guy. You're saying that he was on the Pirate King's crew? All right, that didn't take long. That did not take long. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Yo, so Luffy, you're going to talk to him, right? You're going to talk to him, hopefully, right? That means he was on the same ship as Roger and Rayleigh. He served as one of the Pirate King's wings. There we go again. Alongside Dark King Rayleigh. He was probably their third strongest member. That's crazy. Power scale, baby. He really was a big shot pirate then, huh? No wonder he was tough. So Shanks must know him too. He just moved. I think he's trying to say something. What's up, Yasun? What is it? This fucking goober. It's all good. I was second. Yo! That is Sanji. That's Sanji. So that's Sanji and Zoro in the future. Really can kiss my ass. I was number 2. He couldn't let that comment slide now, could he? Yasan, I'm glad you're awake. What could put a man like him in this kind of condition? That's right. You see, things up there are really bad, Luffy. We need you guys now. They've taken the kids hostage. There are only a handful of enemies, but no one can stop them. A bunch of enormous monsters are also running amok throughout the top level. Is Emu doing something again? Is Emu doing something again? But their hockey's going to the realm of the dead? Their hockey is traveling that far? Yo, wait, Emu has impressive range, man. And on top of it all, ... Hey now, that hockey hurts. So Gabon can just feel it, and it's hurting him. And Zoro and Sanji, they stiffen up like, whoa, what the hell was that? The Giants too, eek. This is... But of course, Hyojin, Luffy, and Loki are standing on business. Alright, everyone, we need to get up to the lift, to the Sun Realm, ASAP. Elbaf is in danger. Then Luffy. Chopper. That's enough. I got this. Yo, let's go, Luffy. Let's go. We got some motherfucking asses to kick. Zoro, Sanji, you too. Then Loki. What could be the source of this ridiculous burst of hockey? That is very important. So someone as strong as Loki is acknowledging. So if it wasn't already clear, yes, Emu strong. Emu strong. But because Loki doubles down and he is a force to reckon with, even he is saying it's ridiculous. Also, if you're a sweat scaler, Luffy's sweating right now. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Okay, so Emu's the real deal. Emu's gonna be fun. Jugga! You guys really will need my power then. But also, he wants to go save Mimosa. Whoever this Mosa person is. They're finally ready to head out. And we, I think, are on break. I think we are. Okay. So that's the chapter. Good chapter. Good chapter. Not as exciting as last week, because obviously it was mainly Emu is finally on the move. Emu is finally on the move. But yeah, so it looks like the main things to take away from this, Dory and Broggy are really mind-fucked right now. They are spreading whatever ability it is to warp these people into their foot soldiers. There's this board. I have no idea if this is an actual board or not, but there's something going on here, potentially. But for right now, it's a simple manifestation of the tide of battle. And then this guy also, side note, I guess he's like a long neck giant. So that's kind of interesting. He gets his demonification. And then Ripley, you know, is moving closer, but still far away. The kids overhear the comment about devils. Now the new monsters that they make from the Nightmare Fissure, which is also now officially name dropped, is just these actual silhouette demons, so that's kind of cool. And then, we go through it, and it looks like, again, what we talked about earlier is just simply, I think Oda changed up Quillgam's design. I think Quillgam literally has his design changed because he's done it before in the past, so why not now? I don't know why they changed it. It could just be simply they didn't like it, aka Oda. But nonetheless, it's different. It's different. Or at least it's official. This is his hybrid form. But now my question is, what was this? Because if he says this is his full form, I'm going to call cap. There's no way. He's bipedal. He has his hands. He has real hands. Yeah, I don't know. Is this his awakening? Is this Quillgam's awakening? Maybe. That might be it. Awesome, bro. Keep screaming. I will. Thank you. It's just his hybrid form. So, wait. Do we think both of these are his hybrid form? You know what? I'll put a poll up. It will be forever long. Let's do... What is this form? Hybrid as well. Awakening. If I can spell it right. Awakening. Full form. I don't know. All right. I think we should be good. Let me see. You know what? Just do those. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. Hello? Please. Can I create my poll? And start poll. Okay. These are your options. These are your options. So we have hybrid, awakening, full. Because honestly, it just doesn't make sense to me. If this is his full form, it looks nothing like we've ever seen. Like, Oda, despite him being inconsistent, he is, for the most part, consistent with the full forms. I don't think it's his hybrid form either. Because why, then at the end of the day, did he, like, specifically write his name again? Obviously to reveal his face, but again, give his full, like, power set, and then on top of that, it lists his current form as a hybrid form. Like, he doesn't get that when he first arrives. My spelling is atrocious. Quillgam. What? Okay, I don't know what the... Yo, wait. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, come on now. Where is he? Where is he? Where is my dude? Killing Ray. Why is his name... He has, like, so many ways to spell his fucking name. Killingham. Whatever. Whatever his name is. When he first shows up, it says nothing. Actually, it says his family name. Let me get that straight. It did say his family name. But outside of that, this is just whatever, apparently. I'm thinking Oda changed it. I'll be 100% honest. I think he changed it. I think he changed his hybrid form because he didn't like it. It could be his awakening, and that's why he just had so many abilities when he was making stuff while using this. Maybe. But because it's his awakening, it takes too much stamina out of him. And that's why now, as they're about to go into battle, they're in this form. If Oda does that, that's very smart. I like that. That would make sense. So let me see. Mr. Dens, First off, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a fun time. Secondly, it's just his hybrid form. I don't know. So Viz, love and support from Viz, and also I'm a big fan of One Piece. Good. We try to do One Piece whenever it comes out. Usually it comes out on Fridays, but today said, hey, Thursdays. So they will always be here. So I hope to see you always. Maybe it's like Chopper, where he has more than 2 forms. That's what I did say during the stream, where Oda, he's been doing this kind of like weird, not retcon, but addition to the Zoans, where they just have the ability to shape their hybrid form, where for the longest time, Zoan hybrid forms, for the most part, looked like what Dalton was, who is the first Zoan user that we had in the story. They look like this. They look bipedal, hunched over, all that stuff. But it's only until Wano Country where we started to get stuff like, hold on, can I get, this is the fan art. Here we go. Where we got King the Wildfire and whatever the hell this is. We also got like Jack the Drought. We got Jack the Drought, like the first centaur form. We have like Black Maria, who was stated in an SBS that this hybrid form here is not her real hybrid form, or technically speaking, it's not the hybrid form she chooses. Or, I'm sorry, it is the hybrid form she chose. Because in the original design that he was going to go with, this was it. But he said in the SBS, Black Maria asked for drugs, I guess similar to Chopper, and now, instead of looking like this, she looks like this. So I feel, yes, to an extent. Also, by the way, I like that. That's a good fan art. Also, Kaido. Kaido has just a bunch of shit going on, too. So I feel like ever since Wano Country, I feel like Oda is slowly but surely changing the rules on how hybrid forms work. At the bare minimum, hybrid forms. But maybe Zoans as a whole, for all their abilities and forms, it feels like he's slowly revamping the rule set on what they can do. That's just how I feel. But maybe, Mr. Dens, maybe you're right. Maybe it is a Chopper scenario. It could be. Nah, bro, it doesn't seem like Chopper. It looks awesome. Yeah. So again, I don't know what's going on with Colgam. My suspicion, I believe it's simply just Oda changed his design like page 1 and called it a day. So let me see. So poll. Most people that did vote are saying it's Awakening. If it's his Awakening, I'm cool with that, because then that gives it a little bit more pizzazz on why he was just so potent at making all these stuff happening. And now that it's time to be more strategical and long-lasting, he needs to de-transform into his hybrid form. That would be fine. I'm okay with that. Outside of with Quilgam, whatever the hell's going on there, we also then had our Straw Hat crew sitting back because they can't do anything. Usopp, I'm hoping you're going to pull up, my guy. Pull the fuck up. I'm hoping that once Luffy and company are up there, they free him, and he's going to go take care of business with Dory and Broggy. Again, this is his arc. Whether people want to accept that or not, or whether or not, just like at the end of Wano Country all of a sudden, or at the end of Egghead Island, all of a sudden people are like, oh, it was never going to be Frankie's arc. Why would you ever think that? Why would you ever think Zoro would get an arc? Huh? Since when do Straw Hats get arc? Hello? Sanji? Don't, like, seriously, people better not, like, turn the F around by the end of the arc. If Usopp does nothing and say, oh, Usopp was never going to get shit, what do you say to this? And I'll be guilty too. I will be guilty too. I will be guilty too. I said for years now, Usopp should get some character development at the bare minimum in Elbaf. I think that is fair. I think that is very fair. And honestly, right now, it doesn't feel like that. It really doesn't. Outside of character stuff, power ups, training, something, it has been expected from the fandom, from Usopp, this arc. Something. And right now, however long this arc's going to be, it could be maybe 4 more years. Maybe. And then you know what? Even though we're 25 chapters in, guess what? We got 80 more chapters to go. Maybe. It could be that. It could be that we are literally just at the top, the tip of the iceberg here. Maybe. But with everything ramping up and mainly the top Straw Hats are moving in with Loki, it feels like the arc is heading into a big climax where we're going to have Luffy and Emu square up. You're going to have Sanji and Zoro probably go take out Summers and Quilgam. Then Loki is probably also maybe going to assist Luffy against Gunko. So then where does that leave everyone else? You know, Harujin and his cats are going to go take care of Dory and Broggy probably and their ilk. But what about Usopp? Does Usopp not get a chance to, like, shine a little bit? Should Usopp not get an opportunity to take on his, his masters, as he calls them? I feel like that will be just a wasted opportunity. I know a lot of people want him to get massive power-ups this arc, but at the bare minimum, I want character stuff for Usopp this arc. Usopp has been wanting to go to Elbaf for decades now. For decades. We've been hyping up Usopp and the Giants of Elbaf for years. And if he doesn't do anything cool this arc, I'm not going to lie, that's trash. That is very, very trash. I didn't like that Zoro didn't get as much character stuff that he should have gotten in Wano Country. I also didn't like that Frankie got absolutely snubbed of a lot of stuff in Egghead. He got some things, but those things that he honestly got were not the most impressive that we were all hoping for. We were hoping for, like, some really good Frankie and Vegapunk, like, tech collaboration. We were hoping for Vegapunk and Frankie to, like, have maybe a meaningful conversation about construction, whatever the hell. But it really just felt like Frankie just fell to the background. And now it's starting to feel that way again, but for Usopp. So I'm very, very concerned if Luffy and company get up there and free Usopp, but he does nothing significant, then I really feel like Usopp's overall character, until maybe the final fight, which could be Von Alger, he's not going to get any meaningful character stuff. And I kind of hate that. I really, really do hate that. Because it feels like most of the post-time skip, Usopp has just been wasted character material. It really, really does. But I know people have very strong opinions on if the Straw Hats have been living up to their characters in post-time skip. Or have they been decent characters in the post-time skip? I know that's like a fucking landmine, so I'm going to try not to go too far into that. But my overall point is, I have certain expectations because we all have agreed, or at least most of us have agreed for years now, if Elbaf happens, Usopp should be at the cornerstone. And honest to God, it feels like for the last couple of chapters, the last 25 chapters, it's mainly been Luffy and his gang. Usopp was there, but it mainly felt like Luffy, for the most part, Zoro and Nami out of everyone, and now all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, Robin got some ore farming, but now Brook of all people is going to have a moment to shine before Usopp in Elbaf. That's wild. I'm sorry. No matter what, if Usopp does nothing, that to me is ridiculous. That to me is ridiculous. But outside of that, we have the Giants trying to save their kids still. We have the Nightmares roaming around. Summers and Quilgam ask, how long are we going to do this? And, Emu just answers, until we crush their spirits. Very villainous. Very villainous. So, okay. And again, they are denoting to Harold would have given them the country, but he fucked up somehow, whatever that is. So for Loki, like last chapter, we said, what is Loki's role going forward? I think simply it's to help Luffy fight Emu. If he really does need help, which I would say a lot, and also give us the backstory. What the hell happened? Chopper saves Gabond, but in a very weird fashion. I don't know what's going on with his Toon Force all of a sudden. But now he's reunited with Luffy and the gang down there. Luffy says he doesn't know how he knows it was Chopper, but that's kind of pissing me off, and I don't want to go into that another tangent. Loki and Mimosa have a dialogue, which is very, very fascinating. Again, we haven't really talked to Mimosa at all for the last 25 chapters, so I'm really curious on where this is going. Where are they located? Are they in the heaven realm? Are they all the way up on top of the tree? Like, why does Mimosa feel like he's gonna die? Is he, like, gaslighting Loki? Because, he said, Loki, despite everything, I think you're a good person. Is he trying to gaslight him to, like, go help out? And again, Gerd also comments, you have a friend? So once again, Loki seems to be, like, a very tsundere kind of, like, antagonist. We need to find out what's going on in his backstory. And then Luffy finds out who Gabon is, which I'm glad they kind of cleared that up. I'm glad that's out of the way. I was really hoping that he finds out. They have a little joke, which was really cute. But then Emu unleashes a huge burst of hockey that everyone feels, and now it's time to get shit done. So yeah, this was a very good chapter. This was a good chapter. Angering stuff for me at some points, questioning too. But it was a good chapter. It was a very good chapter. Not as good as last time, but good. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So I'm glad I got to One Piece today, so we're not going to get it tomorrow. So tomorrow, do not expect a stream. Letting everyone know now. Sunday, maybe. Maybe. We might get a stream, maybe on Sunday. But definitely, tomorrow, no stream. No stream whatsoever. On that note, I will see everyone next time. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a break. So next week, like I've been saying, Bug Ego, my fans out there, Bug Ego, we're coming back. We're catching up. We're catching up to everything. So look forward to that to Thursday or Friday. More JoJo Thursdays next week. Next week, we're also going to be doing Back to Fate Monday. Stay tuned to that. More Yakuza Tuesdays, so that's going to be then. And yeah, we got more exciting stuff coming in the future. The schedule hopefully will be done soon, so I appreciate everyone waiting. If you are new to the chat right now, or if you are watching as a VOD gang, hello, do me the favor, please, like this stream. Comment. Even if it's a mean comment, I'll take it. I don't care. Comment. Bell notifications so that you know that when we go live, you can be here like that. And of course, subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of cool things coming. Let's build a nice community here. Yeah. All right, last word. Vizzy. Maybe Usopp will be awakened in his true form in Elp. Yeah. You know what? Sure. If that happens, sure. Yeah. That will be Usopp's time to shine. He awakens, whatever that means. He becomes Super Usopp. He becomes the true Sniper King, as he was always meant to be. Yeah. Listen, I just want Usopp to do something. Usopp, I don't need Conqueror's Haki. I don't need him getting Mjolnir now. I don't need him getting a Devil Fruit. I don't need a lot of things. I just simply want him to stand on business and grow as a character and take on Dory and Broggy. He doesn't even have to win, necessarily. Just stall them. I don't know how. Just stall them. Impact Wolf. Bring that back. He hasn't shown that once since Fishman Island. That was in 2010. It's been over a decade. And canon-wise, we have not used Impact Wolf. I don't know why. Observation Haki. Use your Observation Haki, Usopp. Again, with Luffy and everyone else. I don't know why people are just not using it. It's weird. Very weird. But use it. So yeah. Usopp, please do something. I'm begging you. It's your time to shine. Please don't be a Frankie and don't be a Zoro. Okay. So now officially, I'm signing out. Peace, like Yasan. Have a nice day. Again, love that everyone comes out and support the streams. I will see you all next week. Monday specifically. Fate. We're back, baby. Let's go. There you go. See you all next time.